name is Henry Park, and I tell you about my story. I was first in Busan, July 11, 2012, and I was very cute and small girl. And when I was in 3 years old, I went kindergarten in forest kindergarten. And when I was 6 years old, I moved to Dongtan and met many good friends in Chidong Elementary School. And I was outdoor person, so I like to play with my friend hide and seek outside. But now I became indoor person and I prefer hang out with my friend at home watching Instagram reels and YouTube shorts. And recently, I usually think about my dream and what do I want to be when I grow up and what is my dream. Then I want to be a person who gives help for other person. So my dream is police officer. And in the future, I will work for many people. Thank you for listening. And I'll talk about environmental issues 32 lesson. And in the past, there are no reason to pollute nature because there are no cars, factories, and chemical things. But now, people invented many things like chemical things and factory and cars, so our nature is polluted. And in the future, the creature will extinct. Then we live in very busy world, so we tend to be less think about environmental issues. So let's have the time to think about our Earth. There are 4 kinds of pollution. First is air pollution. We use cars and factories, so it make very bad air, so our air is polluted. Second is soil pollution. We throw away many trashes on the street and it brings soil pollution. Third is marine pollution. We throw away trash on the beach and the factory dump chemical liquid on the ocean and it flows away to ocean and it brings marine pollution. Because of this, many marine creatures die for this. Then first is noise pollution. Nowadays we use many means, buses, taxis, and cars, and so on, and it makes loud noise and it brings noise pollution. Then I'll talk about global warming. Global warming is a serious problem too, and it means the Earth is warming, so the South Pole and North Pole glaciers are melting, and so polar bears are losing their habitat, and the North Pole and South Pole temperature is higher and higher, so North Pole have new record 38 degrees Celsius. It means our Korea's summer temperature is lower than North Pole's temperature. And the weather is changing too. The summer temperature is higher and higher and winter temperature is lower and lower because the Earth is warming, but in winter the polar region's glaciers are melting, so their cold region close to our country. So winter is lower and lower. And so follow the rumor. This year's summer is coolest year in the future, and
Comparing to the future.
And the winter temperature now this year's winter is very cold, and there is a beautiful island Tuvalu, and because of sea level rise, the Tuvalu is sinking, and so the glaciers are melting, so they become water, and it brings sea level rise. Then what should we do? First, these are solutions, and first use eco-friendly product. Nowadays we use plastic bags and so on, and it never rot away and it pollutes the nature. And use eco-friendly soap instead of shampoo. Shampoo contains a lot of chemical things to make foams, so it brings marine pollution. And bring your own cup and own bag. And let's separate recycling. To reduce trash, you should separate recycling. There save electricity, and open the refrigerator when you only need, and turn the light on day or when it's not used, and unplug the cord when it's not used too. And about these small things, you can save electricity. Then there is an Earth Day in April 22nd, and when 1969, there is oil spread in California.
There was
Oil spread in California, so they clean up, but the ocean is polluted. So they are very upset. So they made Earth Day, and on Earth Day, they pick up the trash or clean the street and turn off the light for a long time. And please join to protect our Earth and become a hero. And let's protect our Earth. Thank you for listening.
Well done.
What are the ways that can we protect the Earth?
As a student, like you guys are students, so as a student, what are the ways that we can protect our Earth? Do you think?
Reduce trashes.
Reduce trash?
Like plastic, and don't use single-use product.
But we cannot carry this water bottle on our palm. How can we do this? We can use these bottles, personal bottles. Okay.
There is the effect of government. What there is effect of government?
What does that supposed to mean? What do you mean by? 그 정보가 뭐? 안 보인다. 먹고. Global warming. Government. What does global warming influence to us?
Because of global warming
Climate change too.
and it brings sea level rise, and summer is hotter and hotter.
And makes all the circumstance of the nature change, and we're not gonna eat for example, where it is like fresh. Let me show you. We cannot eat this fresh 회 anymore. Okay.
Why plastic pollute the Earth? Why the plastic pollute the Earth?
Wait a minute. Excuse me, Air Force. Okay, go ahead. What? Come again?
Why did the plastic pollute?
Ah, okay. Why do plastic garbage pollute the earth?
Because before I said,
Mm-hmm.
the plastic never went away, so it left our earth forever.
Yeah.
Why global warming is dangerous?
Because the glaciers are melting, so it brings sea level rise, and so many islands sink because of this.
Sink under the ocean.
Sea under the ocean, but so in the future our country can sink because
Sink down.
sink down.
All right, thank you. 가져오라. Take it with you.
Hello, my name is Sunsoku, and today I will tell you my story. I was born in 2012, July 28th, and when I was younger, my mom said I was a picky baby. But growing up, I became nicer, and my dad says I didn't go to him, and he said it was little brother to him. But now I did being nice to my dad. And I don't like trying something new, but I thought trying new things is good for me. So now if I have a chance, I try to be brave. So I tried the English, jump rope, art, piano, etc. And I want to do all of those things well. And especially I want to do the English well because we can use the English everywhere. And we can conversation with the people all over the world. So I want to do the English well. And lastly, I will tell you my dream too. And my dream is to be a person who gives energy and dream. So for this reason, I wanted to be the teacher who gives energy and dream in the future. And thank you for listening. Then I will start my presentation. And today I will tell you how to use the tongue. And before I start, I will tell you the story in the textbook. There is the God, and God have a problem to make a human tongue. And he think about a moment and says to the angel, bring me the double-bladed sword. And why does the God need a double-bladed sword? Because he has to paint the potion of love in one sword, and the other he has to paint the toxin. And by painting this, we can say a good word and bad word for someone. And today I will tell you the power of good words, and second, how to say good words, and third, my opinion. And when we said a good word for someone, if you say the words, it can change one's life. If you say a good word, it can comfort the someone. If someone is hurt because of situation. And when you say a bad word, someone can hurt because of your word, and they can even become more sad. So saying a good word is very important. And now I will tell you the effect of good words. An example is the book club. And there is a two book club, and one book club is saying a good word to each other, and the other is saying a bad word to each other. And can you guess what happened? The book club is saying a good word, having a famous writer, and they became very popular. It means they have a unique story and very good story. But the other book club, they saying a bad word to each other, didn't have a famous writer. It means they didn't have a unique story, and it's just common story. So I thought saying a good word can improve another person's skill too. An example two, the school violence. There is a student is under the school violence, and we can approach them like just say hello. And if you approach them, they can get energy because of this, because they can doubt someone is want to play with me or talk to me, so they can gather energy for this. And now I will tell you the effect of bad words too. An example is thinking about the bad way. And if you say the negative words from the sermon every day or every time, that people can get hurt because of this. And they didn't like themselves and they hate them and they can't believe themselves or someone. And it makes them just stay in the home and don't talk to each other, and they can become the negative person. And I heard some news, the famous person is died because of the negative comments, and like that words can effort or life for the someone, people. And the other news is student is died because of the school violence, and he is under the school violence, and they heard a bad words to each other, and he can get sick in the mind, and he became the bad choice. An example to the school violence, and it is a little different with before. Can you guess why? Do you know why? It is because there is the same students that under the school violence, but it is very little different. The students in this class didn't approach them and say a bad word like, you are very foolish, that you have a school violence is all because of you. And they became negative person too. So these students can be students, like I said before, like they can have a bad choice. And now I will tell you the onion experiment. I think you guys all know this, but I put it here because it is the good example of the good words, effect of good words. And there is a two onion, and this onion is each onion hearing the bad word and good word. And students say a good word to one onion like, you're so pretty, your smells very good. But the other onion, they said, you're very ugly, you smells very bad. And can you guess what happened? The onion that hearing a good word became healthy and grow a root. But the other onion that hearing a bad word became rot and have a fungus. And it means this onion is hurt because of that negative comment, and I was very surprised because the onion didn't have a mind, but they became healthy and root. So I was that saying a good word is a word from the plant too. So I think we have to say a good word each other. And now I'll tell you my case. And in the science class we have a test, but I make a mistake, and one of my friends says, why did you do it like this? I know I did it wrong, but I heard of that word because I didn't do it on purpose. And even they said like, it's okay, let's do it again, and then I will gather energy and I will do more better. I can do more better. So for this situation, I thought I don't make the people hurt because of my word, because I don't want to see the people is hurt because of me. And second, trying to respect. I put it on here because respecting person is very important too. And if I heard some word that respect me, I will feel better and good. So I put it on here. And third, be careful before I say. It is. You can think why we have to be careful before we say, but you can say a bad word to someone is not on purpose. So we have to be careful before we say. Fourth, trying iMessage. Trying iMessage. Do you know iMessage? The iMessage is the way to experience your feeling in a better way. And first, say a fact, and second, say your feeling, and third, how the hope or opinion. And I will do this on my case. And tell the fact, I make a mistake in the science lab, and you say, why did you do it like this? And second, tell your feeling in the situation. I feel a little sad because of that word. I know I did it. I make a mistake, but I little heard of your word. And third, tell your hope or opinion. And I hope that you said more kindly. And if you said more kindly, I think I get more energy. So I think the I message is the very good way to experience your feeling. And if you try the I message to each other, you can all of people can be better. And I hope you guys said a good word to each other. And thank you for listening.
What's a book club that use good words success? What's a book club that use good words success?
Good versus
Success?
Good words. What kind of words that the book club which succeeded?
Why the book club
Why?
that use good words?
To success. To succeed. To succeed.
Because they tell the good word to
Each other.
because they want to know what will that happen when you say the good word to each other and bad word to each other.
Oh, you mean so they already knew the good influence and the effect or the power of the positive words.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have say good word to friend situation? Yes. What are theirs?
Huh.
What are their
What are the example of
the situation?
what is the situation?
What are the example of say good word when you have say good word to
Okay, then in what situation do you try to say good words?
if my friends is make a mistake in the team and I say it's okay, let's do it again. It will be nice.
What kinds of good words can I say to school violence victims?
Oh.
We can say hello and approach them, or do you want to play with me or play a board game with me?
What if they're really like hard to get along and like kind of mean or selfish? Then what are you gonna do?
I think I just approach.
I just try
I
at
just
least.
try, yeah.
Okay, at least just try, and if that person is not that not that hard to have a friendship with each other, then later you gotta think.
Yes.
All right.
What are there another way to protect friend? Protect friend? Yes.
Protect? Why do you need to protect your friend?
By school violence.
From the school violence?
Yes.
How can you protect your friend?
I think we can play with them or alone. Just talk to them or just be a friend to them.
I see. Okay, thank you.
my name is Joy and I'm 6th grade in elementary school. And first, I tell you about my history. I was first in Gimson on December 3rd and I moved to Dongtan when I was 7-year-old girl. When I was 7-year-old girl, I was so quiet and shy and not activity girl. But now I became different. When I was young, I had various creative ideas, but I didn't tell anyone, and I think it was a waste now. So I had conversation with another person, and then my idea become improved, and I think it is a great experience for me. And also, I became more brave. And something I have a mistake, but I want to have more improve my. I want to become improved, so I become brave. And when there's have alone friends, and I go to approach to the friends and say, "Hello, do you want to play with me?" And I think I'm glad on myself. And also, I'm sometimes here why you're so small, but I'm not discouraged about that word, and I thought it was so waste to hear and cry. Then I think it is better use that time more happily and more useful. So I think I'm not discouraged about that word.
Discouraged.
Discouraged about that word. Thank you for listening. And now I have a presentation about the Daisy. First of all, I tell you about Daisy in our textbook. Between Israel and Jordan River, there has two lakes. It is Daisy and Sea of Galilee called Living Sea. And in the class time, a student asked the teacher, "Teacher, I had a question. In our country has two lakes, right?" Yes, it is. One is Daisy and the other one is Living Sea. But why the two river name was different?
Lace name.
Lake's name is different. That's because the Living Sea comes seawater and out. On the other hand, Daisy comes seawater and cannot go out.
Not seawater. Just water. Not the seawater. It's a river.
Water.
No, it's not the salty water. It's a fresh water.
Fresh water.
Yeah, just a river. The ocean water is different. The seawater is the salty. Those are named as a sea, but they are lake. Okay?
Okay,
Yeah.
Daisy comes seawater and cannot go out fresh water. And so in the Living Sea has many sea creatures, and on the other hand, in the Dead Sea has only microorganisms. Then there's two types: a person like a Living Sea and a person like a Dead Sea. A person like a Living Sea are money hardly and give another poor neighbor, and they think love is important more than money. But on the other hand, a person like a Dead Sea are money hardly and didn't give another person, and they didn't know how to spend the money too. And they think money is more important than the love. What kinds of do you want to be? I think I want to be a person like a Living Sea. That's because I think love is more important than the money, and when in our life it is important to share another each person too. So I want to be a person like a Living Sea. And then when I tell you about the team became Living Sea, theirs has donation. And one day I visit my cousin's house. She prepared donation. She collect the money, and she want to donation for the Africa. And I think it is so important and meaningful thing. And I want to donation for
Donate.
for another person, another country or person, etc. Then, do you know about Daisy? Do you know about Daisy?
No.
Then let's learn about Daisy. First, this is the map between Israel and Jordan, there has two lakes. It is Sea of Galilee, and this is the Dead Sea. And then this is my nearby picture. There has a vast ocean and poor salt. But did you know that is not real sea? That's because it's actually just a lake.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing salinity, dear's amazing salinity. It is 31.5% in the Dead Sea. It is really amazing, I know.
Mm-hmm.
And well, so it can be for salt crystal. And this is a real salt crystal.
Mm-hmm.
And its size is bigger or smaller.
Mm-hmm.
And salt crystal forming, and then it can be more added and added, so the size became bigger and bigger. Then how about sea creature? And when I would say, in the Dead Sea has only microorganisms. Why there's only microorganisms? That's because one person found one hole. Then by one hole salinity became less, so it can be for microorganism. And how about like a fish sea creature? That's because fish pressure difference, so it can't live in the Dead Sea.
Water pressures are different in the Dead Sea,
Yes,
so they can't live there.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
So the like a sea fish can't live in the Dead Sea. And tourism. Let's talk about tourism. Did you visit the Dead Sea? I didn't visit the Dead Sea, so I tell you about popularity in the Dead Sea. It's a mud pack. And when you enjoy the mud pack, it is really great on your skin. That's because it has mineral. And mineral may really great for your dry skin or asthma. So when you visit the Dead Sea, how
Asthma?
about
Eczema.
eczema? When you visit the Dead Sea, how about enjoy mud pack? Reduction of area. I think it was so serious news. Then when I didn't know about this search information, then I was just surprised. And why it became sharing of that area? That's because people use mud and seawater very much. Why they use very much? That's because they're made by protect.
No, they don't use the seawater from there. They use the water on the way to the Dead Sea, the water of the Jordan River, the river water, because the seawater of the Dead Sea, it's no use because it's super salty. Got it? Okay.
So there's a clean water and mud, so they has mineral too. So the person may by protect and selling to each other and get the money, so it became sharing area. Then I tell you about
It's
good.
getting smaller, right?
Yes. And now I tell you about good or bad thing. Bad thing. First great thing is it can be floating in the Dead Sea. That's because it has high salinity, so it can be floating.
You can.
You can be floating when you're not good at swimming. That's okay. And second great thing is it's really great on your skin. And then how about bad thing? First bad thing is it is not great in your eyes. When some people was very exciting, that's because it can be floating on the water. So they were jumping in the water. Then it can get into our eyes, and it is really dangerous and sick. So there's a risky man too. Risky person have the clean water and help the people when there's into the open sky and there's into our eyes. Then they have by the clean water.
You have to rinse it off.
Yes.
Rinse it off.
Rinse it off. And second bad thing, it has not been open skirt and it has added say.
If you have.
If you have open skirt and in the Dead it's like pour salt on your open skirt. So when you have open skirt, don't into the Dead Then let's have crease time. It is really great our skin. Yes. Yes, that is correct. That's because it has mineral. So it is good for dry. It has mineral, so it is really become moisturized for dry skin or eczema. And when I have sometimes dry skin, then it is really great into the Dead Sea I love. And I tell you about my opinion, and I was so glad of search this information, and I like to have this presentation too. And I love the title of Dead Sea, and my favorite information is about sea creature. And I didn't know there's only microorganism, but because I think there can has high salinity, so I think it can live in microorganism in the Dead Sea. But there's one post I was so amazing, and I think this is very special information. Thank you for listening.
Have you ever donated for others?
Donated.
No,
Donated?
I didn't.
You haven't?
Yes.
No, Haji, no.
No.
Are you going to donate in the future?
Yes, I do.
And how can we float on the Dead Sea when we enter the sea?
Lie down.
Sorry.
How can we float in the Dead Sea? Just lie down on the water.
There's
You're-
isolated, so you can be floating.
Yeah, so it has a high pressure there.
And how the sword is became the sword crystal?
Salt inside the water turn into the crystal.
Yeah.
How can it be crystallized?
That's because it has so high salinity that the first sometimes on the rock has formed the sword crystal, and there's has much high salinity that they're made bigger and bigger sword crystal, so it can,
Salt is added more and more because the water evaporate. You can use the water evaporate. 증발했으니까 the surface layer of the water evaporate over where the Dead Sea water touches the land and it become all dried up soon.
so it became a big size sword crystal.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, thank you.